Today, I'm going to be playing out the career of Lamar Jackson, but after every season, he's going to be switching to a new team. And after the last 2 seasons, I think it's pretty safe to say that Lamar Jackson is easily a top 3 quarterback in the NFL right now, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do on different teams. But obviously in year number 1, he's going to be on the Baltimore Ravens, and this offense that he has is absolutely loaded. And it's no different on the defensive side of things. I mean, this is easily a top 5 defense in the league. And in year number 1, it looks like Lamar and the Ravens went on an absolute tear because they're gonna go 15-2 to win the division and get the number 1 seed. And it looks like Lamar ended up having another pretty solid season with the Ravens. I mean, his stats are pretty much identical to last season, but then we go over to his rushing stats and it looks like this guy actually might win MVP because he had 721 yards on the ground for 18 touchdowns, which is a career high. But anyways, to start off the postseason, it looks like we're going to be playing the Houston Texans. And up to this point, it looks like this game has been pretty much all defense. I mean, it's 7-3 in the 3rd quarter, which kind of surprises me because I thought this Ravens offense would have done a little bit more than this. But either way, I mean, if we do score here, that is going to make it a 2-score lead, unless we get held to a field goal. But I'm hoping that we can get a touchdown here. Lamar is going to be gone, man. That's a first down from him. I'm going to keep it on the ground with Hill this time, though, and hopefully this guy can get away. I mean, if he gets some separation, he is pretty quick. He's going to get caught there, though. So I'm going to bring out Derrick Henry because we all know how this guy works. I mean, he really doesn't need separation. All you got to do is get this guy one-on-one and he will truck through everybody. I mean, that's going to give us the first down right there, but I'm going to hand it off to him again and hopefully he can run it back and get another first down. It looks like he's going to get caught right at the line, though. So I guess I'll run a slant and see if we can get Zay open. I mean, worst case scenario, we can just go on the run, but I feel like we should. Oh, hold on. Actually, I have a good opportunity to get an easy first down. And we did just hit the 4th quarter after that as well. So the Texans are really starting to run out of time right now. We might have Zay one-on-one here, man. That's going to be close, but oh, no way. He had it, but it got knocked out. I thought that was the one, man. I thought that was going to be an easy touchdown, but now we need to get 10 yards all in one go to stay on the field. And Lamar is going to get sacked. I mean, this is not the way I wanted this drive to end off, but I got to take the field goal, man, because I can't risk going for it on 4th and 13 and not getting any points. So I'll at least make it a 7-point game again. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though, and after that, the Houston Texans did score to tie this game at 10, but as you can see, we're in a position to walk this game off right now as long as Justin Tucker hits this, and it looks like it's going to be good. I mean, the Texans put up a much bigger fight than I was expecting them to, but we are going to sneak out with a 3-point win, which will send the Ravens back to the AFC Championship game. And no surprise, in the AFC Championship game, we're going to be playing the Chiefs. And just as expected, Patrick Mahomes has not made it easy on us. I mean, we're losing 14-6 with only 4 minutes left in this game, so this is kind of a must-score drive for the Ravens right now. I mean, just to tie the game, we're gonna have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So I'm gonna try and go for a shot with Zay here, and hopefully he can get open for us, but that's actually close, man. That might work out. It looks like it's knocked away. That happened in the last game too. I mean, that's the 2nd time that we were so close to having a crazy touchdown with Flowers, but since we don't have a whole lot of time left in this thing, I'm gonna try and go for the end zone right here. I mean, if Andrews can get open, actually, we're gonna have Zay. He's not going to be in, but we're close. I thought that was Flowers, but apparently that was Aguilar. But either way, 4 yards to go and we're in. So I'm going to bring out Derrick Henry. He's going to get caught behind the line, though. So that's going to be a 3-yard loss, which I feel like we really can't afford at this point because now we need to get 7 yards. It is 4-down territory at this point as well, though. If we don't score, that's going to be a touchdown from Flowers, though. So part 1 is done, but to tie it up, we still got to go for the 2-point conversion. And I feel like our best option of getting this done is this route. So I'm going to try and go for Mark Andrews, and it looks, oh dude, that's going to be knocked away. I shouldn't have thrown that so early. And after that, it looks like the defense was not able to get the ball back for us. So for the 2nd season in a row, it looks like the Chiefs are going to knock out the Baltimore Ravens. And even worse, man, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Patrick Mahomes. Lamar came 4th in the votings. I mean, I thought he would at least be in the 2 spot. But in the Super Bowl, it looks like the Chiefs had to play the Lions, and the Lions got the dub, so they're going to ruin the 3-peat. beat. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to year number 2, and it looks like Lamar Jackson ended up signing with the New York Giants. And this roster is obviously a massive downgrade from Baltimore, but I feel like Lamar and Neighbors should be a solid duo. On the bright side though, I mean, right now it looks like the Giants do actually have a pretty solid defense, and with Lamar as their quarterback, it looks like the New York Giants were able to make the playoffs with an 11-6 record. And to start off the postseason, they're going to be taking on the Carolina Panthers, and I feel like the Panthers are a team that we should definitely be able to beat. But anyways, once again, Lamar Jackson should be in the conversation to win MVP. He might even be the favorite, because the guy had 4,600 yards for 35 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions, and he also had 12 rushing touchdowns. I mean, I would be very surprised if he doesn't win MVP with stats like that. But it looks like the Panthers did score after we scored, so we're all tied up at 7 right now. I mean, I thought we were gonna absolutely roll over these guys, but I guess we got to keep in mind that this is the second season of this video now, and the Panthers are actually a pretty solid team. I mean, even in real life at the end of the season, we were starting to see some good performances out of Bryce Young, so I feel like he actually will have a pretty solid season next year. That's gonna be a huge pickup from Lamar though. I mean, I'm honestly tempted to just keep it on the ground with Lamar again, but I feel like that honestly won't work this time, so I'm gonna put in the air, and hopefully, actually, I can just keep it on the ground from here on out, man. That's gonna be a rushing touchdown right there. So that is gonna give the lead back to the New York Giants, and we did not slow down in the second half. I mean, it looks like we were able to turn this into a blowout, so we're gonna take it 31-13, which will send the Giants to the divisional round. And in the divisional round, it looks like we're gonna be playing the San Francisco 49ers. And I really wasn't expecting to have any home playoff games, so this is kind of nice, but I'm gonna try and go for Malik. I also need him to get open because it is third down, and nobody's gonna be on him, so that's gonna be a first down from Neighbors. I'm gonna try a bench route and see if we can go back to him again though, because this 49ers defense is still pretty loaded, but I feel like they aren't as good as they were last year. That should be another first down. Malik's gonna have it. I mean, it did not take long for this offense to roll down the field, and in case you haven't noticed, we are also up 14-3 right now, so if the Giants keep doing what they're doing, we actually might sneak out with a win. Of course though, we have to play against the refs as well, because that's gonna be a holding call, which kind of sucks because we had a massive pickup right there. But anyways, I'm just gonna keep this with Lamar, man. Either way, that's gonna put us almost back to where we were. I mean, we're not quite gonna have the first down yet, but we only need 7 yards, so I feel like we should be able to get this right here if we can get Slayton open. I gotta keep this again though, man, and we're gonna get sacked. Apparently the 49ers have DJ Reader on that defense, which is kind of an unpleasant surprise, but I'm gonna see if we can go for Neighbors. I kind of need him once again. I mean, last time I ran this route, he got the first, but this time we're gonna get stopped. I mean, as tempting as it is to go for it on 4th down, we need 6 full yards, so I'm just gonna take the field goal, and hopefully we can make this. That should be good, man. There's no way we missed that. It's going to be in. So that is going to make it a 14-point game once again. And once again, after that, it looks like we were able to hold on for the dub. So surprisingly enough, the Giants are headed to the NFC Championship game. And in the NFC Championship game, we're going to be playing the 13-4 LA Rams. And it seems like this run honestly might keep going, because once again, Lamar Jackson has us in a pretty good situation to win this game, because we're up 17-14 right now in the third quarter, and if we can get in for a touchdown, that will make it a 2-score lead for the New York Giants. So I'm hoping Oh, that could be a huge play right there. Come on, we got it. I mean, I'm honestly just going to go back for Robinson because he has been great throughout this whole playoff run. So I'm going to see if we can get him open again. And it looks like this guy is wide open. So it's not... Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to get stopped 1 yard short because that pass was kind of behind him. But he's in for the touchdown. So that will make it a 2-score lead. And we needed every single point to win this game because the Rams fought back and made it a 3-point game. But either way, we are going to hold on for another big dub. So it looks like Lamar Jackson is gonna bring the New York Giants to the Super Bowl. But anyways, after a crazy season, it looks like this time Lamar Jackson did not get robbed because he is gonna win MVP. And in the Super Bowl, it looks like we're gonna be going up against CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. Heading into this season, I did not think that the New York Giants were gonna make it this far in the playoffs, but now we're just 1 win away from actually getting the job done, and we're already off to a great start against the Texans. because we are up 14-0 with possession of the ball. So if we score here, we're going to take a stranglehold over this team. That should be a first down. Neighbors is going to be there. I'm going to try and go for a shot downfield right here, though. That actually might work out too. If Neighbors can get there, that's going to be a huge pickup. I mean, I was kind of rushing before that, but that brings the ball all the way to the 20-yard line. So I feel like I can kind of afford to take my time now. So I'm just going to go for a run, and it looks like we got a solid gain. Not enough for a touchdown, but I feel like a few more plays should do it at the rate that we're going right now. I'm just going to keep this with Lamar actually and see if we can get a block. We're going to be close. We're only 5 yards away right now, and we have 50 seconds on the clock too. So I'm going to go for a run, and even if we get stopped, that honestly might be a good thing because I want to try and run a lot of time here. I really don't want to give the Texans a chance to go down the field and put any points on the board before halftime, but we let it go all the way down to 19 seconds, and it looks like we're going to be in. So that's going to put us up 21-0. And after that, it looks like the Texans were never able to recover. I mean, we destroyed them 35-3. They did not score a single touchdown all game. I mean, obviously Lamar balled out this season, but I really wasn't expecting this defense to be this overpowered. I mean, they were incredible throughout the whole playoff run, so I feel like they're honestly the biggest reason that we're gonna get the job done. But as you can see in year number 2 of this video, it looks like Lamar Jackson and the New York Giants are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But that's gonna bring us to year number 3, and it really pains me to see this, but it looks like Lamar ended up going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It looks like they do have a really solid offense right now, though. I mean, it looks like Najee is now an X factor, and they also got their hands on Garrett Wilson. And on the other hand, just like always, the Pittsburgh Steelers have an absolutely loaded defense. And once again, Lamar Jackson went on a tear with the Pittsburgh Steelers because they're gonna go 14-3 to win the division, and they got the 2 seed. Kansas City also won 14-3 though, and they beat us, so they got the 1 seed. And to start off the postseason, we're gonna be taking on the LA Chargers. And it looks like Lamar Jackson has definitely made a case to win back-to-back MVPs. I mean, he only had 3,400 yards this season, which is kind of low to win MVP, but the fact that he had 39 touchdowns with only 3,400 yards is pretty crazy, and he also only had 5 picks. He didn't do as good on the ground this season, though, because he only had 2 touchdowns this time. I'm not gonna lie, though, man. I mean, the Chargers have actually kept this game a lot closer than I was expecting them to. I didn't think that it was gonna be a blowout or anything, but I honestly did think that we would at least have a 2-score lead right now, but obviously that has not been the case. I'm gonna try and go for Pickens, though. I kind of need him to get the first down, and it looks like he's got it. And after that, I mean, I'd say we're in a pretty good situation, so I'm gonna go for a bit of a shot here. If we can get Garrett Wilson open, there's a pretty good chance that that goes for a touchdown. I didn't get it off properly, though. We got hit, and that's gonna go for an interception. I mean, that is not what I was trying to do, so hopefully that won't hurt us too badly. And thankfully it didn't, because they did not score, and we also got the ball back again. So all we really need to do is pick up 1 first down. I'm not even gonna attempt to go for the touchdown here, because if we fumble and lose because I'm being greedy, that would be a pretty bad way to end off the season. But as long as we pick this up, all we gotta do is take a knee, and this game is gonna be over. So it looks like this is gonna be yet another playoff win for Lamar Jackson. I gotta give props to the LA Chargers, though, because once again, as I said, I was not expecting them to play this well in this game. It looks like things are going to be getting a lot more difficult in the divisional round, though, because now we have to go up against Josh Allen. And it looks like Lamar is in a pretty good position to keep his playoff win streak alive, because we are up 17-3 right now. I gotta get a first down real quick, though. That's gonna keep us on the field. It was 3rd and 4. I mean, if we didn't pick that up, we would have had a little bit of an issue. But anyways, I'm gonna try and go for Wilson, who is gonna be there. The Bills did get a stop after that, though. So, I mean, we gotta get 3 yards to stay on the field. I'm just gonna try and go back for Pickens. That's kind of tight, but he's gonna be there. I'm honestly just gonna try and go back for Pickens again, man. I don't know if we've actually got this route to work out on Pittsburgh, but I know it was working really good with Robinson back in New York. He's gonna be open, though, so that's gonna set us up. So 11 yards to go, and we're in for the score now. I'm gonna keep it on the ground with Najee, actually, because Harris is an X factor now, and I'm pretty sure after the season he had, he's gone like all the way up to a 93 overall or something like that, and it looks like he's in for the touchdown. So that might honestly put this thing away early, because the Bills are getting absolutely demolished right now, and Josh Allen was never able to recover. So for the second season in a row, Lamar Jackson is heading to a championship game, but this time it's in the AFC. And in the AFC Championship game, it looks like we have to play the Houston Texans. And I know I said this is the second season in a row that Lamar is in the championship game, but thinking back, I'm pretty sure when we lost to KC in that first season, that was the AFC Championship game. And then obviously the Ravens also lost to Kansas City in the championship game back in 2024. So that is technically 4 seasons in a row now that Lamar has made it here. So at this point, it looks like this dude is running the league. I mean, right now he's only got 1 Super Bowl to show for it, but if we can take down Houston again, that's gonna bring us 1 step closer to going back to back, and it looks like Lamar Jackson's gonna be in for the score. So that is gonna make it a 10-point game with only 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and it looks like we were able to hold on for the win after that. CJ Stroud did make it a 6-point game, but either way, for the 2nd season in a row, Lamar Jackson is headed to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is gonna be going to Patrick Mahomes. I'm kind of surprised that Lamar is so low. I mean, I thought he would at least be in the top 3. But anyways, in the Super Bowl, it looks like we're gonna be taking on the 15-2 Eagles. And considering the Eagles are 15-2, I was honestly expecting a lot more fight out of them than what we're getting from them right now. I mean, we are absolutely wrecking them. It is 21-0. I mean, it seems like a lot of our games have been blowouts this season. I mean, this Pittsburgh defense has not been fooling around. That should be a first down right there as well. We're gonna have it with Freiermuth. But anyways, I mean, considering the Philadelphia Eagles do also have one of the best defenses in the NFL, I'm kind of surprised that they are allowing so many points. I mean, if we score here, it is literally going to be 28-0, which is kind of brutal, especially for a defense as loaded as this. But I'm going to see if we can end it off right here. Oh, there we go. We're going to get sacked. It's almost like they heard me trash talking them because that kind of happened instantly. But I'm going to see if we can go for Pickens. I think this is the same route that I just got sacked on, but this time we're going to have him open. We still don't have the first down, but even if we do get held to a field goal, we're still going to be up by 2 scores. I just got to make sure I don't throw a pick or something, but Lamar's got the first down. He actually almost had the touchdown there. I mean, he brought it all the way to the 1-yard line. So I'm just going to hand it off to Najee, and hopefully he can get in. It looks like he's going to be there. So that is going to make it a 4-score lead for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no surprise after that, it looks like Philly never recovered. So we're going to take it 31-7, which is a much more lopsided score than I was expecting. I thought this was going to be like a 3-point game, but I'm not complaining. I'll take it. That's going to be 2 seasons in a row now that Lamar has won the Super Bowl. And once again, the defense did help out a lot. I mean, New York had a crazy defense, and obviously so did this Pittsburgh Steelers team because they were on a tear throughout the whole postseason. But anyways, to end it off, as you can see, once again, Lamar Jackson and this time the Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But anyways, that's gonna bring us to year number 4, which is gonna be the final season of this video. And to end things off, Lamar went to the New England Patriots. And this is by far the worst roster that he is gonna be working with. I mean, the Patriots are not very good, especially on the defensive side of things. I mean, we're probably gonna get wrecked pretty bad this year, but at least we have Gonzalez, who is a solid piece for the defense. And with the team that we had, the Patriots actually did do a lot better than I was expecting them to, because we are going to go 10-7 to make the playoffs. And to start off the postseason, we're going to be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. But anyways, compared to the other years, this was kind of a weak year for Lamar Jackson because he only had 3,600 yards for 24 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. And he also only had 5 rushing touchdowns. So he probably won't be in the MVP conversation this time. And judging off how things are going against the Bengals right now, it's starting to look like our playoff win streak is also going to be coming to an end here. I mean, we're down by 14 points with 2 minutes to go. So if we can pull this off, this would be one of the craziest comebacks ever. But I'm going to try and go for Douglas here. I'm hoping he can get some separation. That actually might be a touchdown, man. It looks like it is gonna go. So we are kind of right back in this thing, but now we gotta pray that our defense can get a stop. And unfortunately, they were not able to do that. So it looks like Lamar is not gonna be winning 3 Super Bowls in a row. But either way, the dude had one hell of a run in this video because he had 2 trips to the AFC Championship game, 1 trip to the NFC Championship game, 2 Super Bowl wins, and an MVP. But anyway, anyways, to end off the season, it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to be winning another MVP. I'm pretty sure this is his third of the video. And after winning MVP, it looks like Patrick Mahomes was also able to win the Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles. And they lost to Lamar when he was on the Steelers last season. So that is back-to-back years that the Philadelphia Eagles have lost in the Super Bowl now. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.